And yes, I welcome you yet again to another exciting conversation that we get to have this morning on Nigeria's One Health Watch 94.9 FM. I told you this earlier this morning that we're going to be having an interview with a very amazing personality and the person of Ambassador Adeshola Onadipe. She's an intelligent female activist, hardworking, and principled lady. She's a voice of ladies and women in business movement in Nigeria and beyond. A trained accountant with over 10 years of banking experience in Nigeria. She's also the founder, the publisher of Ladies in Business Magazine Global. She's the chief organizer that hosts She Global Awards, incorporation, principal, Business Innovation Academy, founder, pioneer, Africa Change Movement, president, African Arab Women Chamber of Commerce, convener, Nigeria Independence Day celebration, United Arab Emirates. I can't even lie, I'm intimidated. But Lagos, Nigeria, welcome with me this morning, Ambassador Adeshola Helen. Good to see you this morning, Ambassador.
Thank you so much for having me. Good
You look
morning.
so radiant and you're glowing just like the sun. And once again, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
being here with us. But let's do something quickly, right? Take out the accolades. Let's take out the title.
Yeah.
Let's take out that. You have an amazing portfolio, by the way. But let's get to meet Ambassador Adeshola Onadipe. So, who is Adeshola Helen Onadipe?
Thank you so much for having me. It's my great pleasure to be here once again. It's quite a long time. I've been away from home quite some years. Feel back, that I've been away from Nigeria. Yeah, who is Adeshola Onodiwe? She's a go-getter. Someone that says that doesn't take no for an answer. Someone
Mm-hmm.
that is ready to do what she can while she can. And just like you said, apart from the accolades, someone that I love to achieve greater heights, setting greater pace for myself after leaving the banking industry for like about 10 years in Nigeria. That has really brushed me up to be who I am today. I've been able to train myself in and discipline myself in various ways to take the storm, the wumbling, fumbling, the ups and downs of life, and it has really taken me to a greater height that I can actually be whomever I want to be in everywhere I find myself. So going to the United Arab Emirates, that's really helped me a lot as well. And that's what I used to tell people. You shouldn't be defined by whatever you're going through. Just look at the positive side, and then the sky will be your starting point, not even the limit point. So generally, I'm going to say I'm someone that I love to achieve greater things, and I don't take no for an answer, like I said. And I see success as something that is achievable, and anyone can do it as long as you're determined and ready to go for it.
Amazing. Yeah, 10 years in accounting, 10 years in, talking about business generally.
Yeah.
And you've, one way or the other, been able to become a force, especially in business, a major leader in business. So I want you to briefly run us through that journey, right? Where did that transition come from? And how has it shaped also your involvement with the African Arab Women, Chamber of Commerce? And for you, just briefly, how's the journey been?
Actually, it's been fantastic, though not easy, rough at the initial stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said the other time, once you're determined to do whatever you want to do, you always find, yourself taking the first step, the next step, the next step, and so on. So I didn't just, decided to go to United Arab Emirates, though my daughter was there schooling then in Dubai. So I decided that, okay, you know what, let me just find a way to extend whatever I'm doing here in Nigeria and see how it can, go for me over there. Meanwhile, after leaving the banking industry, I said to myself, what can I do? So I started with event management, which was something that I found very easy to do as an Ijebu lady.
Mm.
We love parties. So
So it was just easy to move into that.
absolutely. So
Okay.
doing an event management wasn't something difficult for me at all. So I was doing that. And while I was doing that, I discovered that there are a lot of ladies doing wonderfully well for themselves. And that brought me to ask the question, who is recognizing all these women? And I'm part of those women that, and like I used to say, I'm a victim of what I've created regarding the Ladies in Business Magazine Global because I want to be seen. I want to be heard. I want to be recognized. I know I'm doing well, but do I have to wait for Forbes to cover me, which may not happen, or which may take a very long time before it happens? So I said to myself, let's have a platform to showcase all these ladies doing wonderfully well for themselves, because I've seen a lot of them in seminars, in conferences, in exhibitions, and what have you. But it's like they are not moving forward, or nobody is giving them that accolade. And I said, let's have this Ladies in Business magazine platform to showcase them, for them to be seen, heard, and recognized. And thereafter, I said again, how can these people be applauded, be rewarded, and awarded for all their efforts put in together? It's not until when they attain the highest, having conglomerate of businesses, for them moving from a stage to another stage, it is a success that should be celebrated. Therefore, it will graduate them to do the next thing and achieve more and be more at the end of the day. Because, come to the fact of all this, mentioning, big women in the industry, or, successful business women, they all started from somewhere.
Okay.
They didn't just, arrive there suddenly. There are stages and processes before they eventually be whom they eventually be today. So while they were, having that, chance to go from stage A to stage B, let's keep on encouraging them. And that was why I founded the She Global Awards, because I said to myself, in Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of human wants,
Yes.
he mentioned self-esteem.
Mhm.
If you have money, you don't have self-esteem, it's going to be a lack on you. And therefore, that's why you can see so many people with, money, and they still don't have that confidence. But with the She Awards, we're able to let them know that you're doing well and you can do more. In fact, when we started in 2019 for the She Global Awards in Nigeria, that was 5 years back, it was indeed an emotional event, because you're hearing people, ladies in business, saying, this is the first time in my life for the past 20 years, for the past 15 years, that someone is recognizing me. And it's like as if I'm not doing anything. So that is the gap where we're trying to fill up. That is not until when you get to that high state. It's okay, you are working towards to get there. But while you are going there, let's give you a push at the back. Let's give you an applaud for you to continue to do more and be more eventually. And all these things are the same thing I decided to transcend in Dubai also, because I found out that the same thing was there. The women are having this, tug of war of having to place themselves in the right way, having the struggle to be recognized and what have you. And being in Dubai, it wasn't easy for me. If I have three factors fighting against me, the factor, the first one, I'm a woman. The second one, I'm black. And the third one, I'm from Nigeria. So having those factors fighting against me in the Arab world, it's something that I said to myself, you know what? I've got to face it. I have to look at how I can, put in my effort to let them know that I'm a black woman and I'm from Nigeria and I'm a good person. Because, I don't know for if you are aware, Nigeria and UAE, they're not really having a good,
Yes.
smooth operation, right? So it was a really tug of war and struggle for me to have that place of recognition. And how was I able to, to pass that? I decided to take up my nationality, my self-being, my personality as a Nigerian woman. So I changed my perception of dress code. I literally started dressing like a typical Yoruba Nigerian woman. So when they see me out there tying my gele, wearing my Iran buba and what have you, it got their attention, and they were like, oh, where are you from? Initially they were asking, but after a while they couldn't ask anymore, because there they've been able to,
Identify with you.
exactly, yeah. And by so doing, I created the African Change Movement, where we have the platform for Africans and especially Nigerians, traveling down to Dubai for the first time, in order to help the government, from both UAE government and Nigerian government, for all those citizens coming from Nigeria. They don't have the know-how, understanding whom to talk to, what to do, or where to stay, and what have you, all those basic information, which sometimes has led them to misbehave, that, they don't know the law and, what is happening. So it has really, make the whole thing a huge mess for Nigerians living in Dubai, because of, so many misunderstanding and misbehaviors of some, people in some certain areas. And thereby, through that platform, we tend to educate them, to inform them the rules, because you're coming from Nigeria. what is working in Nigeria is not the same thing that works here. So you have to understand the people, know their culture, their religion, what they dress, how they love to be approached, and so so many other strategies like that. So I decided to put that platform in place to help Nigerians coming to Dubai for the first time, to help them to navigate through their individual journey, maybe to start working or to start doing their businesses, and and so on and so forth. And the rest has been a wonderful history.
Amazing. Ambassador Adeshola, I can listen to you go on and on with your journey, and I tell you, we're going to be here for another 1, 2, 3 hours. But
Absolutely.
we have to get into the reason why we're also here, and I must even say amazing, regardless of the challenges you just mentioned, how you're 3 times hit back, being a woman, being black, being a Nigerian. These are some of the challenges that you face. As much as I would want to get into that, let's not just dwell there. First of all, you're evidently a pace setter. Your passion, is amplified in your selflessness for women, especially women in businesses, and that's why we have She Global Awards that we just talked about. Now we have the Ladies in Business Magazine Global. But let's look into the awards generally. I would want to know why is it important for women, especially because you have women in business? Why is it important for women in business globally to be part of this? And what exactly is the bigger picture as far as She Global Awards is concerned?
Yes, because like I used to say, why local when you can be global? I used to be a local business person. So taking my journey out of Nigeria to the United Arab Emirates, I was like, you know what? You can actually be global with whatever you are doing. Just make sure that whatever you are doing, it's something that is a global need, that everyone or wherever you find yourself or whatever that need is presenting, it's something that people can reach out to, whether they're black or white. It doesn't matter their religion or their culture or whatever they are doing. So I say you can be local and at the same time go global. So that is why we have the She Global Awards also. And after 5 years, I decided to bring it back home because we're for the past 4 years that we've been doing it
Mm-hmm.
outside Nigeria. We've done it in Turkey, of course, many times in Dubai, and we're in Ghana last year. So I said, this item I bring it back home. I mean, this is my country. So I said that let's use this opportunity,
Yeah.
to appreciate both local and international female entrepreneurs globally. Because at the end of the day, we are all facing one thing or the other. Whatever you think that it's a problem to you, it's a general problem everywhere, especially for women. And me being a huge fan and activist of when it comes to anything and everything that has to do with women, you just have to count me in. Plus the fact that I'm a mother of three wonderful girls. I mean, I have to be at the forefront for anything that supports the women. So for the She Global Award, it's going to be a global thing because we are expecting guests outside Nigeria as well. It's not just about Nigerians, right? It's not just about female entrepreneurs in
In
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yes, we have
Mm-hmm.
people, of course, coming from Dubai, coming from Turkey, coming from South Africa, of course, some other African countries. And being the fact that it's a global award, we want a station whereby we can use this to have a bilateral trade connection and networking for local business owners in Nigeria to have that connection with all those people coming from outside Nigeria. I just want to use the platform to allow other female entrepreneurs in Nigeria to tap into the same thing that I've been able to have access and opportunity to in the United Arab Emirates. Because if you think about it, something that you are doing here, somebody in another country may be in need of it. So if you are connected together, why not
Yes.
do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that is why I founded the African Arab Women Chamber of Commerce as well. That is where we actually bridge the gap between the Arab and Africa region for bilateral trade, business, networking, training, mentorship, and what have you. So the same thing for the She Global Awards. It's just not a particular location or a country. It's a global phenomenon where we recognize women globally. And that is why we're having different women and different participants coming to celebrate. But now we chose Nigeria as our destination to celebrate this year 2025 She Global
And
Awards.
I think we'll have to say thank you for doing that, for considering home away from home, to do this, and considering this immense proportion of the ceremony as far as the award is concerned. It's necessary to ask because you look at it, it's a lot. It sounds like a lot. So how's the sport been? What are the challenges you perhaps might have encountered so far? You said since 2020, give or take. So,
Mm.
and till now, you've been consistent. I think kudos to you for that. But
Thank
how
you.
has the support been?
Well, for the support, it's been a wonderful one. Though sometimes, you get to see some people saying no to you, but like I've heard and I've taken up that to say that the more no you're getting closer to your
Yes.
yes. Yeah. So you just have to keep on keeping on. So I don't see negative vibes or people saying no to me as something that is difficult. I see it as a yardstick for me to put in more effort to do whatever I needed to do more, because I know once I get it, then you can't tell me no. And sometimes when people tell you no, it's a good sign. You just continue doing whatever you're doing. For those that said no to you, they're gonna come back and say yes to you. As long as they are seeing your consistency in what you're doing, you're not stopping, you're just doing the same thing, improving and gaining, going higher, setting the pace and continue to achieve greater things locally and internationally. I mean, of course, the sky will be your starting point. So for me, I see it as you investing a lot in yourself. Make sure that you're doing the right thing, set your strategy straight, get them straight, and don't deceive yourself. Be realistic with yourself, because hey, if you're deceiving in Yoruba, this two people cannot be deceived at the same time. If you are deceiving someone, that's fine. The person you are deceiving someone, but you cannot deceive yourself. So you have to be truthful to yourself. Stay true to your journey. Appreciate it, embrace the journey. It's not going to be nice initially, but for the fact that you're consistent, people want to see how dedicated you are. I mean, you want people to be part of your business. How dedicated are you in the business itself? For me to now say that, okay, I want to come in, I want to sponsor, I want to support, I want to put in my money, I want to invest. So you put yourself into the shoes of the investors. They need to see you doing something perfect, growing and developing, and have the potential of of having to be another greater thing. So therefore, for me, I would not say it's an obstacle, so to say. I love them, I embrace them, and by so doing, it has helped me change my perception. And so many times, people always ask, "Oh, Shola, how do you, manage when people tell you?" I said, "I just move on to the next person, because for whatever you're doing, if it's not okay now or not possible to achieve to be achievable now, in the nearest future, it can still be achievable. You just don't stop. Just keep on going." For those that say no, once they see you winning, they will come back
Absolutely.
and say yes to you.
Absolutely. You're an inspiration, Vanessa. You're an
Thank you very
inspiration.
much.
And obviously, just like you stated, we see challenges as stepping stones rather to even greater achievement. And it's fantastic. Still on this, award ceremony, who are you looking at or to attending? Or for the nominees of the award, is there criteria for it?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. We have criteria. We actually have five categories of the awardees. We have the achievers categories. These achievers categories is actually for the HNIs, individual
That's high
people.
network individuals. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
High net worth individuals have actually, attained a very greater height in their, in their life, in their success. They've actually, done so much in their life. And these are maybe top MDs, CEOs of big, companies and what have you. And then we have the corporate ladies in business category. This category is very particular to me, because I found that set of category because of me. When I was working in the bank, I'm doing very well. Like, I mean, I was in contact center. I was in this other department, marketing,
Marketing,
of course, and operations. So
okay.
I mean, I know what I can do and what I've been doing, but when the award period come in the staff, they don't recognize people like us. You understand? So I coined out that corporate ladies in business category
Amazing.
for female workers that are still working their 9 to 5 jobs, that their companies were not able to recognize their effort. So we tend to celebrate and award set of people like that. They are not entrepreneurs, they're not doing any business, they're still working 9 to 5 job, but we tend to extend the awards to them because so many of them are doing well. It's just the MD or the supervisor or the manager that will take all the glory, forgetting the people that are actually doing the real work, right? So I decided to appreciate people in that category, and I tag that category corporate ladies in business category. And the next one is the top ladies in business. These are your usual female entrepreneurs, doing different kind of business in fashion, in different industries, health, agri, and what have you. So, and then we tend, of course, those are our usual regular female entrepreneurs. And the next one is the young female leaders. And this one is another interesting one for me because my daughter, when before she left for Dubai, she's a makeup artist, and when she get to Dubai, while schooling, she was still doing the makeup job as well. So during COVID, she told me, "Mama, I want to start my lip gloss product." I was like, "Oh, what's that? You're just doing the makeup." I said, "No, when I'm doing people's makeup, I want to be using my product as well." I said, "Oh, really?" So she started that. So that gave me that opportunity to appreciate the young ones coming up, to give them that lift at the back, to continue to do whatever they are doing. They are trying to make it happen for themselves. So let's support them. So I tag that category young female leaders, which is for, young, generations, coming up to do one thing or the other, to support themselves, not relying on anybody, to assist their parents and what have you. So that category is for those people. And the last one is he for she category. We are not leaving the men behind. Because we have some wonderful men that are actually supporting women. Yeah, so I said that let's appreciate the set of men also. So we tag that category, he for she category. And those are the five awards category. And the criteria for the women in business, of course, you must have your business, been in operation for at least 1 year. Of course, it has to be registered, and then you must have structure, and at least 50% of your employees must be women as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah. So, and also you must have been having to have one or two opportunity to come to do something within your community, to participate and have an impactful effect within your community or your company or whatever you're doing. So these are the criteria that we're looking together, apart from looking into their profile to see their journey so far and what they have done, to see their eligibility. Then we tend to go ahead to award those people.
So they have to apply. Is there somewhere they apply to?
Of course, yeah, yeah. They have to reach out to us to be part of the awardees. For they can send us an email on ladiesinbusiness at gmail.com, or DM us on Instagram, Limbis Global, or also on the She Global Awards DM on Instagram as well. And they may want to reach me on my phone number. Can I say my phone number? It's not allowed. All right, okay, no problem. That's fine, no
Okay, I
problem.
want to call out the handles once again.
Yeah.
And the email, that is.
Okay, the email is ladiesinbusinessng@gmail.com. Then on the Instagram handle is at Limbis Global. And the other Instagram handle is at She Global Awards. Yeah, so they can reach us, they can DM us, and we can give them more details for registration. And we are not just awarding only people; we invited guests as well for those that may just want to be part of.
Part of it, okay.
Exactly, yes.
And is it free?
Well, for the guests, we have a conference on the 13th that is free, and it's free because we want a station whereby everybody that are interested, we're going to share lots of insights regarding business. We're going to talk from all different walks of life, and we have wonderful panelists. Yeah, for of women. So we decided to make the conference in the morning on April 13th to be free, and the gala dinner, that is not free. So that will be strictly by invitation for those that decided to register to be part of the award gala dinner night, and it's happening at Prote Hotel, Allen Ikeja.
Okay, that's the 13th happens to be the conference.
Yes, the conference in the morning,
Okay,
and in the evening, stroke nights, we're having the gala award
of the
dinner
same day.
on the same day.
But in
Yes,
order to be a part of that, they have to register.
they have to register to be part of the gala dinner night.
Okay,
Yes.
how do they go about registering once again?
Exactly. They just sent us a DM, sending us an email, ladiesinbusinessng@gmail.com, or send us a DM on Limbis Global and the She Global Awards.
Okay.
Yes,
And in that way, they will be registered.
absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
We have about 5 minutes, but before then, let's quickly take a detour. Let's talk about Ladies in Business Magazine global publication, because we don't see things like this every day.
Yeah.
It's not usual, and
Absolutely.
it takes audacity for one to go through a tie that has not been vested
Touched.
on before.
Yes.
So now looking at the magazine, Ladies in Business Magazine, how's that been so far? And what's the most important message that magazine conveys about women in business?
Yes, absolutely. You see, like I said, when I started the magazine business, I made the research, to find out if there are other women magazines. And yes, we have them. But again, I said to myself, no, I want a situation whereby we have a magazine that can take all these women gradually from one stage to the other before they will eventually become that big woman or a successful businesswoman. So in the magazine, we have like about 15 segments, which allows every woman in business to be able to have a work-life balance, like we used to say, though it may not be a realistic, but again, it can, be of assistance. So we have singles and marriage segment, we have education segment, we have a fashion and lifestyle segment, we have a health and wellness segment, we have talking business with BIA, we have different segments in the magazine that can literally help women to develop themselves, not just really being a businesswoman, as a mother, as a sister, as yourself as well, to self-develop themselves, something that they can actually pick on to read about. And we made it so fantastic because we literally take content articles from people that are based in that industry, on that field. We don't take random writers because we believe it's a doctor that need to heal you when you're sick, not a carpenter, right? So we intentionally decide to make sure that all our article writers are the people on that field. Like for the health and wellness, it has to be it's someone that is a doctor and all that. So we make sure that so that at the end of the day, if you have any question or something, that you want to know more, you can easily refer back to the person and they will enlighten you more and give you more details of information that you may require from that particular segment.
Thank you so much. Nigeria, of course, to the listening public, perhaps you just tuned in. You're listening to Ambassador Adeshola Onadipe. And not to forget, she's the chief organizer, host, She Global Awards Incorporation Principal, Business Innovation Academy, founder, pioneer, Africa Change Movement, president, African Arab Women Chamber of Commerce, convener, Nigeria Independence Day Celebration, United Arab Emirates. I really wish we could. I wish I had a lot of time on our plate at this moment, but before I can't even let you go before without asking you certain questions, because at the end of the day, we know how stereotype our women, especially in this part of the world, tend to be every now and then. So, but I want you to give an advice, right? What would you offer to women who aspire to reach certain, leadership heights, who aspire to be like you, don't know how to go about it, don't have the lead, don't have a certain, you know, soft landing, which they can use
Yeah.
and going about it. So, and they feel challenged. So, how then would you advise them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say something that please look out for something that is for you, because we see a lot of people copying people and what have you. Look out for that particular thing that aligns with your dream, with your kind of life, for your kind of ministry. It's not everybody that will be like me. Yes, you may want to attempt to be like me, but hey, no. So, I mean, I have mentors and people that I look up to. I don't intend to do exactly what they're doing, but of course, I'm taking some lessons from them. So, look out for that particular niche of something that you have to do. Like I used to say, everybody is taking, I'm taking. Locate and look out for yourself for that one thing, because everybody is gifted. There is something in you that makes you different from the other person. And that is why we all have our individualism. And once you're able to get that, develop that, grow that, and manifest on that. And I'm gonna say lastly, how bad do you want it? If you want it real bad, don't give excuse. Excuse is no longer available in the dictionary. You just go for it, and you will see you will be there someday.
Ambassador Adeshola Onadipe, it's been an absolute delight. Honestly, if time permitted us, I'd love to, get more. I know that Lagos, Nigeria also wants to hear more from you, but hopefully this doesn't have to be the last we'll hear from you. And once again, to be a part of the event, perhaps you want to recall the email and the handles at which they can send in their names or registration.
Yes, thank you so much. The email address once again is ladiesinbusinessng at gmail.com. And they can reach us on our Instagram handle at Limbiz Global, and also the other Instagram handle at She Global Awards. If they reach us, we will definitely send them all the invitation. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure. Lagos, Nigeria. This is Nigeria's one health radio station, Wash 94.9 FM, your health centric radio station, unapologetically health centric radio station. Not to forget, yeah, we still have more programming for you. So if I were you, I'd keep it here. Don't go anywhere.